Europe has triggered the so-called snapback mechanism, setting in motion the return of sweeping United Nations sanctions on Iran. This move by Britain, France, and Germany comes amid growing international concerns over Iran's accelerating uranium enrichment and stalled diplomacy. The snapback mechanism is a provision built into the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, officially called the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or JCPOA. It allows original signatories to quickly reinstate UN sanctions on Iran if the country is found to be significantly violating the terms of the agreement. Under the JCPOA, Iran had agreed to limit uranium enrichment to 3.67% and keep its stockpile below 300 kilograms, while accepting intrusive inspections by the International Atomic Energy Agency. In return, international sanctions were lifted, enabling Iran to pursue peaceful nuclear energy. However, since the United States withdrew from the deal in 2018 and reimposed sanctions, Iran has gradually rolled back compliance. It has increased its uranium enrichment to levels as high as 60% purity, amassed over 400 kilograms, and significantly limited IAEA inspection access. By triggering snapback, the European powers have started a 30-day countdown. During this period, the United Nations Security Council has to adopt a resolution to keep the sanctions relief in place. But with the UK, France, and Germany opposed, and Russia and China likely to veto, the reinstatement of sanctions appears almost inevitable. The sanctions that would come back include an arms embargo, restrictions on uranium enrichment and reprocessing, a ban on ballistic missile testing related to nuclear delivery systems, and travel bans and asset freezes targeting key Iranian individuals and entities. Iran has condemned this move, calling it illegal and a threat to diplomacy. Tehran insists its nuclear program is peaceful and has warned it may withdraw from the global non-proliferation treaty if sanctions are reimposed, a development that could escalate tensions further. Russia has sharply criticized the European actions, calling the snapback sanctions move unjustified and counterproductive. Moscow supports efforts to extend the nuclear deal framework and believes that diplomatic engagement, rather than punitive measures, is key to resolving the crisis. China has also denounced the snapback plan, labeling it as an unconstructive approach that risks escalating regional instability and undermining international non-proliferation efforts. Beijing has backed Russia's proposal for extending the JCPOA framework until 2026 to preserve dialogue. Behind these geopolitical lines, experts warn that the snapback sanctions risk deepening divisions at the United Nations and further complicating efforts to control Iran's nuclear ambitions. The European powers argue their move is aimed at preventing Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons capabilities, citing evidence such as enrichment levels sufficient to produce weapons-grade uranium. The coming weeks will be critical as diplomacy faces a narrow window, including the upcoming United Nations General Assembly, where world leaders may seek to find ways forward. However, with Iran refusing to meet key European demands, resuming talks with the U.S., restoring full IAEA access, and disclosing the location of its enriched uranium, the prospect of quick resolution remains uncertain. In summary, Europe's triggering of snapback sanctions signals a hardening stance designed to pressure Iran into compliance. Meanwhile, Russia and China view this as a destabilizing move that undermines negotiations and global security frameworks. The unfolding scenario underscores the complexities of managing Iran's nuclear program amid competing international interests.